10 things to do every single day for better health, wellness, and happiness. I'm a big believer in the fact that living a healthier life comes not from doing one big drastic change, but from doing multiple little things that you kind of build up upon and that lead to just having a healthier lifestyle in general. So in this video, I'm going to give you 10 things I recommend that you do every day for optimal health and wellness. I really suggest that you at least try to stick to one for a couple of weeks until you've mastered that one, and then you can move on and then just stack them all up, and at the end you'll be doing all of these things every day. 5 of them are going to be based on nutrition. It's going to be nutrition tips, and the other 5 will be more like general wellness. Obviously, some of these tips you will already have heard of, but I guarantee that there are a few that are new, so make sure that you listen to all of them. So first, here are 5 healthy habits to do every day when it comes to nutrition. The first habit to do every day is to plan your meals. Now, I don't necessarily mean to prep your meals and have everything cooked and ready for every single meal every single day. I mean, if you want to do that, that's great, but if you don't want to, I just mean having like a general idea of the meals that you want to eat. You can take a few minutes every day to plan out the meals for the next day if you don't want it to be like overwhelming. You don't have to write every single thing down perfectly, just a general outline so that you have some idea of different options that you may have, because what we really want to avoid is just coming home after like a long stressful day and then being overwhelmed because you have different food options and you don't know what to cook. You have no idea like what ingredients you have, and so you just end up ordering food or eating out somewhere. So make sure to take just a few minutes every day to at least outline the meals that you want to be having for the next day. Fruit and veggies are so good for you. They have so many health benefits. They are associated with lower rates of tons of diseases like diabetes, heart disease, cancer, and also they have tons of vitamins, minerals, fiber, antioxidants, all the things that you want to be putting into your body. So make sure that you are eating at least once a day. More would be good. You can try to have maybe some apple with peanut butter as a snack, or have some spiralized zucchini mixed in with your noodles, or some cherry tomatoes as like a quick starter before you have your meal. And if you want more ideas on how to eat vegetables, if you don't like vegetables, I have a video on that right here or in the description. Drink water. Water is an essential nutrient that really helps your body do a lot of different things. It helps keep your skin and hair healthy. It forms saliva, which is very important. It helps lubricate your joints. It helps excrete sweat and waste through urination and bowel movements and things like that. And it also helps with nutrient absorption because it helps dissolve important vitamins and minerals. And drinking water can also help curb your hunger and boost your metabolism, which can lead to some weight loss. So basically, water is something that you definitely need to be drinking every single day, and I made an entire video on water if you're interested, right here or in the description. Eat legumes. So while most people know that fruit and vegetables are optimal for health and wellness, not a lot of people know how important beans are as well. And by beans, I mean like any type of legumes, lentils, chickpeas, anything like that. They are incredibly healthy. They are full of protein, they are full of fiber, of antioxidants, and of tons of different nutrients. And their consumption is associated with a reduced rate of certain diseases, with a slimmer waist, with a reduced blood pressure and reduced cholesterol, and a better insulin and blood sugar. And you should at least aim to eat a portion of beans a day. Some recommendations say like if you're able to have beans at every meal, that's even better. But start with a portion a day, that would be great. And it doesn't have to be boring. There are tons of different legumes that you can eat. If you have some hummus, that counts. If you have some lentils, like a lentil dal, that's great. You can have like a split pea soup. You can have some green peas with some carrots. You can have some tofu even. You can have a bowl of red beans and tomatoes. There are so many different ways to incorporate beans. Doesn't have to be boring and always the same. Eat a food you love. I always say this to my clients, you have to enjoy your diet every single day. You can't just wait for the weekend and be like, oh, during the weekend I'll eat this food that I like. There has to be one food item that you're really looking forward to, that you really love every day. That can be something little, it doesn't have to be something huge, but maybe it's like a cookie with your morning coffee, or it's like some mac and cheese as like a side, or it's some chips as you get dinner started. Whatever it is, make sure that every day you have something that you really enjoy, and that will prevent you from feeling like you're restricting throughout the week and then lead to binging. Now let's talk about 5 daily habits to do for optimal wellness. The first one is move your body. Now I know this comes as no surprise, but exercise, physical activity is so important for your body, and it has so many health benefits, and it can reduce the rate of many diseases. So make sure that you are exercising. It's also great for your mental health and for your stress levels and for your sleep. You want to be exercising every week, but on the days where you don't exercise, like not everybody has the time to go to the gym every day, you can at least try to move your body in some capacity every day. That can be maybe doing some stretches in the morning, some squats while you watch TV, some push-ups in your living room. You can turn on your favorite music and dance. You can do some jump rope, whatever it is, as long as it gets your body moving. Go outside. Being outside has so many benefits, and while you may not always have the time or the energy to go for a run or like a hike or biking or whatever you can do outside, you don't have to do that. You can just go walk for a few minutes outside. You can call a friend outside. You can read a book if like the weather allows it. There are tons of things that you can do just to get in some fresh air, some vitamin D, and that is really beneficial. It's something I'm really trying to force myself to do. Naturally, I'm a very indoor person, and all my work is from my room, so there's not much reason to go outside. But I noticed that when I don't go outside for more than a few days, my mood gets really affected. So now I'm really trying to go outside every day, even if it's just for a short 15-minute walk. The next one is talk to someone you love, and don't underestimate this one. If you work in an office where you don't particularly get along with everyone, or if you work from home and you're not talking to anyone, it can be really lonely sometimes. It's important to carve out some time during the day to actually talk to people that make you feel like your best self and that really care about you, that listen to you, and that can be there for you. That's really important for your mood and your health. Personally, I see a big difference for me in like my outlook in the day. If I'm having like a pretty bad day and I just call my mom for a few minutes, or talk to my sister, or text a friend, or anything that makes me feel like somebody is there for me and there to listen, I instantly feel better right after. Even if it's just complaining for 5 minutes, it just makes me feel so much better, and it helps you realize that you're not alone and that you have people with you. Do one thing productive. So I'm not at all into like toxic productivity or being productive every second of every day, feeling like you are worthless if you're not working or being productive or like monetizing your hobby or something. No, that's not what I mean at all. By productive, I just mean one thing that you want to accomplish, that you have been wanting to accomplish, something that you will be happy that you, and like proud of yourself that you have done, that you have gotten done. Doesn't need to be work related or anything like that. I noticed that I'm much happier and prouder of myself when I go to bed, when I've at least done one thing that I feel, was something kind of productive. That can be tons of different things, maybe grocery shopping, learning a new song on the piano, getting through to like documents paperwork that I need to do, cleaning the apartment, reading a few pages of a personal development book, listening to a podcast, like anything like that makes you feel productive. Do one of these things every day. And this last tip is probably my favorite. It is do something that makes you happy. I started doing this since COVID actually, when I realized that we don't know what tomorrow is made of. We don't know if we're going to be able to do all of these things we planned. So I stopped like kind of saying, oh, I'll just do this thing that I'm excited to do later, and I stopped living for the future and being like, oh, it'll be better because I can do this, this, and this. And now I really try to have at least one thing that makes me happy every single day. And of course that doesn't have to be like a huge thing. You know, there are tons of little things that can make different people happy. Maybe you can like watch a sunset or a sunrise. Maybe you can watch your favorite movie. You can play a video game. You can buy yourself something that you've been really wanting to try. Anything that just makes your day worth it. So hopefully you enjoyed listening to these tips and you found them helpful and are going to incorporate them into your daily routine. Now, I would love to know what your daily habits are, so please share in the comments what are the things that you do every single day. That's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like it and subscribe, and see you on my next one. Bye.